Hello, Colleen here with another collision tutorial today. This one actually I figured out last night. I was ripping my hair out, not really, but it was it was tough. I couldn't find any information at all about this. Luckily, someone on Twitter kind of put me in the right path, and I eventually figured it out. But this one has to do with putting multiple collision boxes on one actor and also differentiating the two collision boxes or however many collision boxes you have. So that means basically like that you're hitting this collision box or you're hitting that collision box, and so you can take actions depending on which collision box you're hitting. All right. So this one actually I just have open, but I'm gonna make a program, new project. So to make a new project, I just go to File and New Project. Go to C++. I like to use Twin Stick Shooter because it's easy to see the stuff in top down. But I'll just call it multi-collision. And I'll create project. Okay, our multi-collision project is loaded in Visual Studio. And I'm going to go ahead and open the header files and stuff. Okay. No. Okay, yeah, it's open too. Okay, so the first one, go ahead and make this a U class. Oh, no. Wrong ones. Multi-collision, not pawn, yeah, pawn. Okay. Actually, no, not yet. I'm gonna create a new code actor. I just like to call it enemy. Oh man, you seriously don't know how stressful it was trying to figure this out. So I'm happy to show you guys. Okay, this looks better. Okay. Oh, that one. Go ahead and make this U class. And hide the main function. And then go here. And constants. Constant class. Actually, it doesn't matter. You don't have to put class. F object initializer. Oops. Initializer reference and object initializer. And super. Object initializer. And everything should work out. Maybe. Let me put a class there. Yeah, okay. Constant class. The overloaded function. Come, this is not pink. There we go. Okay. What about overloaded function? Oh, it's not. Huh. Well, we'll go back to that. So public. There we go. Okay, it's slow. So slow. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and make two collision boxes and 2 static meshes. And we're going to go ahead and start with the collision view property. Visible anywhere. Excuse me. Oops. Blueprint read only. And let's see. Category. We're going to go ahead and make this collision. No, it doesn't. Nope, it doesn't need text. And go ahead and make this meta. Make sure I don't screw this up like last time. Allow private access. And equals true. Okay. And this is going to be a UBox component. UBox, oops. Component and collision comp 1. And I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste this. It's because we're going to have 2 collision boxes. There we go. And now we're going to create 2 static meshes. To view property. Category. Mesh. And visible defaults only. And blueprint. Read only. Class. Oops. Static mesh. Components. And call it mesh 1. Oops. No spaces. Apologies if I'm slow today. I've got like 3 hours of sleep last night because we were signing up for the Comic-Con. And you had to be in an online waiting room at 8 o'clock in the morning, and then I went to bed at 4 a.m. before that. Alright, so we have everything, and we just need one more, which is the on hit. Now remember, you need the U function for this on top of the function. On hits. Actor. Other actor, U primitive. Component. This is other component. F vector, which is normal impulse. Make sure I spelled that right. And constant. And this is the really important one for this tutorial. F hit results and reference and hit. Okay, that should be all we need for this tutorial. And okay. Oh, no. What's wrong with this? Oh. Ah. Clockwork Army. Oh. F object initializer. Yep. Hopefully that goes away. Yep, okay. Maybe I guess I just spelled it wrong, which I do all the time. Alright, we're going to go ahead and start again. think we called it collision comp 1. Yep. No. Got object initializer. Create defaults sub-object right there. And this is a ubox. And this. It's going to be, oops, I'll just call it call comp 1. And we already got that one. Okay. Everything should be all set. So we're going to actually set the, what do you call it? The on hit. Let's see. Okay, on hit component, on component hit, and add dynamic. Nope. See, they're not on here, so I don't know. If, like when I started, I got really confused because this was not part of this list, but yeah, it exists. This and reference to this function or this class and on hit. Where's on hit? There we go. That's what we wanted. Okay. And it should work. Component equals collision comp 1. So we're going to make that one the root component. And we're just going to copy and paste this one. Make it part 2. And take this off. Actually, we're going to hide that for a second. We need to make something before that. I'm going to make, what did I call it? Mesh 1. And it's going to be the same thing. Object initializer. We're going to create default sub-object. And this one's going to be a static mesh. Mesh component. And it's going to be in this class. Oops. Text. And this is going to be mesh 1. Call it mesh 1. Okay. Mesh 1 we're going to attach to root component. Okay. The reason why we need to make this before here because we need to attach this collision to this mesh. Actually, no. Let's do it the other way. Because everything has to be in order or it won't work. So we'll just do mesh 2. Make sure you name this differently. And everything should work out okay. Okay. So mesh 2 actually is not going to be for root component. I'm going to attach that to mesh 1. Make sure it is mesh 2. Yep. Oh, no wonder. Why is it mesh 3? Okay, there we go. So for this collision, we're gonna attach it to mesh 2. So collision comp 2. I depend on IntelliSense too much. Attach 2, and I'm gonna do it mesh 2. Oops. There we go. Okay, so this is a root component, this is attached to root component, that's attached to mesh 1, or mesh 2 is attached to mesh 1, collision comp is attached to mesh 2. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and build it. Oh, wait, no, you can't do this, not yet. Well, I'll show you. If you don't put an on hit in the CPP file, you'll get an error. If it doesn't take too long, or not, maybe I'll just cancel it. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, it'll give you an error if you don't put on hit. So copy it. Make sure you don't copy the colon. Oops. Okay. Okay. So everything should work out just fine. Okay, I'm going to build it real quick, make sure everything works out. Okay, it looks like everything is loaded correctly. All right, we're going to go ahead and alter the onHit function. And this one right here is the important one, fHit result. It has a lot of different stuff in it, but it also has the collision boxes. All right, go ahead and so you primitive component. I'm gonna go ahead and current component equals hit and get component. Okay, so if current component is this, so this is the this particular class. So if it's collision component 1, then CG engine add on screen debug. What's going on? Message. Gosh, I cannot spell. Okay, message, and we'll just do -1, 2.0, 2.0 F, and we'll do F color. There you go. Equals, we'll do green. There you go. And the text, we'll do, yeah, we'll just do that. We'll do collision 1. And this is screwed up. Gotta add an arrow. And there we go. Should be just fine. Engine. Oh, I know what happened. Okay, so G-engine doesn't exist. I forgot about that. Unless you go to, I'll show you. So you go to your main header file for your project. And see, it says engine minimal. We're just going to take the minimal off. And we're going to load it. It's probably gonna take a while because it has to load extra stuff, so I'll be back. Okay, it's loaded, and there was actually still an error, and I forgot that the E needs to be capitalized in engine. And that should work. There we go. I am so dependent on that IntelliSense, especially my horrible spelling. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and copy this. And we're gonna just change it to collision comp 2 on that and on the text. Hopefully this is a fast load. Ah, failed. What did I fail now? Enemy. With unconditional expression. Oh, of course. See, this is why I should not probably be doing these when I'm half asleep. There we go. Okay, there we go. It's everything. Everything's good. Okay, now we can actually do what we need to do. Okay, make a new folder, blueprint for our BP, and create the blueprint class that we made. I mean a C++ class. Enemy. Here we go. I'm just gonna call it enemy. And we're not gonna mess with any collision channels. Make it easy. So I'm just gonna block all the collision, or both collision boxes. We're gonna block all and simulate generate head events. Make sure you have those. The meshes. Make sure there's no collision. No collision. Okay, I think we got it. Okay, for the mesh 1, we're gonna make it a sphere. For mesh 2, we're gonna make it a cube. Except we're going to adjust this a little bit. I'm gonna move it on the side. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm gonna make it thick. Oops, no, not that thickness. Gonna make it thick on there, on the Z. And we'll make this 3. Make sure it totally covers the box, or the sphere. Okay, looks good. The collision looks a little big, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Okay, looks good. Save it. We're gonna throw it in there. I'm going to make it, my mouse is so bad. There we go. Now for the test. Huh. See, I saw collision 2. Now what's this one? Collision 1. Make sure that shooting works. Collision 2. Collision. Should have made it different colors, but as you can see, collision 1. And then you'll see collision 2. Yeah. Works just fine. Just a word of caution. If you're not getting the results when you're using collision channels, I've had so much trouble with collision channels. I just found that just hard coding the collision channels like I had on the health collision channels and C++ tutorial seems to fix collision issues, because like even if I have everything set right in the blueprints, you know, through like the custom and stuff like that, if I have something ignored or blocked or whatever and it still doesn't work, like it just doesn't do anything. It does not change anything unless like this changes stuff, but when you actually change this stuff, it doesn't do anything, and it's so frustrating. And that's what I had the problem with last night.
But just simply hard coding the collision channels, like I said with the last tutorial that I did, fix those problems. So yeah, there you go. There's two collision channels on the same actor that are independent from each other, and it works out. All right, hopefully this helps some people. Have a good day.